Put your hands together for the Dark Knight.
Yeah, put him up, bitch. It's me, motherfucker. It's him. This is for taking me into a weird ass abandoned building. Which I agreed to, by the way, because I thought, hey, you know what? Doing freaky shit in public, that's fire. I'm into that. But, you know, there was something definitely wrong with that fucking abandoned ass building, right? Anyway, took me to this abandoned building near her fucking house, right? Here's for taking me into that fucking building, doing, you know, the dirty. Know what I'm saying? And then getting caught by the landlord or someone who was managing the fucking building, and he was obviously mad. You know, rightfully so, because you're not supposed to be doing that over there. And guess what? While I was worried about her fucking safety, this dude, of course, you know, he, in defense, he slapped me across the fucking face, I'm not gonna lie. And the thing is, the weird thing is, I can't fight back in that case. I would have mollywopped him across the face as well. But see, the thing is, I was in his property, you know, smooching and getting head. And, oh shit, I lost everything. See, that's the thing. I can't, oh my God. I can't be messing around in his territory and then be like, oh no, I can do whatever I want. And then, like, you know, and then slap him back. So I was really in no position to be defending myself. So, you know, I got out of, oh my God, he almost punched me. So, of course, I got myself and her out of there immediately. And guess what? This bitch has the audacity to fucking, she's like, oh, I'm scared. Right? And I'm just like, I get it. I understand. This bitch got no survival fucking skills at all. And instead, this bitch is like, come on now. Legends. We get back up, okay? Okay, we get back up. Okay, shit. Anyway, no. I'm exposing everything. I don't give a fuck. Especially because she told me not to fucking share this with her. And even though it is a more traumatic experience for me than it is for her. Because motherfucker, like, she got out of this scot-free. Motherfucker, I was the one that got my jaw almost relocated. Know what I'm saying? Not relocated, dislocated. Well, my jaw hurt a little bit because the motherfucker was wearing a watch. So the watch also hit my jaw a little bit. So that hurt. Not gonna lie, right? But yeah, man, this bitch had the fucking audacity, right? She's like, she's so scared. She was like quickly running away back to her crib. And I'm kind of like, hey, maybe don't do that in front of the guy, because then he'll know where you live, and you know, you never know if somebody's like creepy or a psycho or some shit, right? And I'm like, yo, for your own survival, maybe don't show him where you fucking live, right? For your own safety. And I'm like, yo, can you chill? Can you like calm down for a fucking second, right? I'm the one that got bitch slapped, right? I'm the one that got assaulted by this fucking dude, right? Chill, right? Like, I got this, right? And so she calms down, and she's constantly, oh my God, this fucking bitch. Oh, fuck. So this bitch is trying to run away. Because, of course, she's scared or whatever the fuck, right? Always. Like, you know, this is a pussy motherfucker. Pussy clot! You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. Oh, she quickly goes. Of course, you know me. I need some emotional support in that moment. Because I'm like, yo, motherfucker. Like, that was fucking traumatic for me personally, right? So I'm kind of just like, I mean, not that I haven't gotten into fights before. But that specific case, I was pretty scared. Because, nah, it's just not cool to be doing that. But, you know, we did it anyway. So it was a pretty scary situation. And the motherfucker is just running. He's like, oh, no, my parents, you know, they expected me home by this time. It's always that fucking same ass excuse, which is like, oh, yeah, I gotta go because my parents. And it's like, not like it was not true, but it's just, what a sorry fucking excuse. Like, you can't just go back home and tell them, like, yo, like, I got a little late. Like, shit. Apparently, if she do that, then her parents gonna give her shit. Like, okay, so, like, you a grown ass woman, my age, by the way. So what if they give you, oh! So what if they give you shit? Like, you know they're clearly in the fucking wrong, and you're an independent ass, apparently, whatsoever, independent woman, right? She not independent at all. I'm sorry, if you... Me bomba clats! So, oh my God. So, if you actually that independent, then, I'm sorry, why are you listening to your parents? Like... And they obviously don't want the best. Oh, fuck. He made me lose my combo, but at least I didn't get hit. You're not really independent if your parents controlling every aspect of your life and telling you what to fucking do and shit. Oh my God, somebody go. Oh. So it's really like how we about to move out here? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's past the point. So that happens, right? And she quickly runs away. I'm like, bro, I need some fucking emotional support. Like, look what just fucking happened, bro. And she, of course, she pussies out. She's a fucking coward. So she runs it. She guns it. And I'm saying, oh my god. So then while oh my god. And this is after I tell her, like, this is right before we got into, like, we restarted the relationship for the second time. We tried, like, you know, we gave it another chance. Actually, I gave it another chance. Like, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really shouldn't have after what happened. Like, seriously, that was my number one cue that, like, I shouldn't have gotten back. But I did, because you know, I really had to learn my lesson the hard way. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so after that, while I'm going home, I'm texting her, and I'm kind of just like, I'm in shambles. She's in shambles. And, oh, fuck me. I died. The Batman died. Oh well, you know, I'm in shambles and, like, you know, I'm emotionally kind of like expressing myself. You know, I'm feeling really down, and I'm kind of like, I guess I was putting myself a little bit down. I was kind of like, hey, see, you know what? I think it's for the best, because a day before that, I was kind of like, yo, you know what? I can't do this. I can't stay friends with you. Like, we've tried this. This does not work. And because for the very reason that we had gone 5 months without talking, like no contact, like it really just like ended. Like this was the time when she had admitted, like, yo, you know what? I'm sorry, like, for all the horrible things I've done to you and shit. And, you know, there's no excuse, but don't tell anybody about it. This is after that. Then 6 months go by, and then we meet up again because, you know, we have we had mutual friends. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Past is the past. It's been 6 months. Like, you know, I'm really just. And so we meet up again, and, like, you know, we're talking again and shit. During this time, while we are friends, this motherfucker is always sending me mixed signals. Like, I'm sorry, we're friends. Why can't you act like a friend? And then she has the audacity to go like, yo, you know, why does it always have to be like either we're in a relationship or we can't like talk, we can't be friends? I'm like, because of you, bitch. Because of you. I'll tell you why, right? While we're friends, she's still trying to have access to my body to you know, fucking me, sucking my dick and shit like that, right? Yeah, I'm gonna say everything. Fuck it, bitch. If that ain't textbook using somebody else, 101 using a person, then I don't know what the fuck it is. She'll really, you know, like bold face, like she'll just deny it, be like, no, I wasn't. But that is literally what using somebody looks like. I don't care what your fucking intent or thought process is. That is what you fucking doing, right? So we try to stay friends, and guess what? Like, we had gone out to hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like she had something to do at her university after getting her master's, and we're coming back. We're on the way back, and like we separate, and I go towards my crib. She texts me saying like, today was such a good day, blah blah blah. And then right after, she was like, I wish we was coming back home together. And I'll tell you what that means. If that didn't clock in your head yet, she elaborated. I wish we came home together, like our home. We was living together. I wish that we was living together. All the red flags went out in my head. All of them. And of course, you know, my bum ass ignored it. And I was like, you know what? Me too. Because yeah, I wanted that too with her. And I was kind of like, yeah, maybe she did feel those things, and she knew at the back of her head, like she knew 100%, like I still felt that way as well. So of course, maybe she said that to like get that little dopamine hit. You know what I'm saying? And she got it. It's mixed signals is what it is. So when I finally saw all of these behaviors, I was like, bro, I cannot be friends with you, bro. You clearly don't want to be in a relationship. You can't commit because your parents or whatever the fuck. And I can't do this again. Like this can't. So I'm going. And of course, she's butthurt as fuck because she's like, she doesn't want to lose access to me. And then the fucking slap thing happens, right? The fucking traumatic ass event. And so I'm telling her, like, so this is why, like, on text, like, this leads me to the text thing. You know what? At least now you don't have to deal with.
Do you want to see what happens in the VIP room?
Yes, I do, bitch.
It's the Caped Crusader himself.
You midget bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up. Oh my god, you made me lose my combo. In the start, like, so, okay, yeah. So because, of course, you know, now we're not going to talk or anything. You know, it causes problems, you know, with her parents. She has to hide me from her parents and shit because her parents are fucking bigoted. There's like a religion issue or some shit. She's like heavily Christian. And the thing is, I don't have a religion, but, you know, my name is very Muslim, is very Arab. And so it don't work because her parents are so bigoted that they clearly don't see that I don't actually follow a religion. I don't believe in God. I'm, if you want to call it, like, I'm an atheist, basically, right? And so like that don't clock for her parents. And of course, then I tell her like, yo, you won't have any problems in your life anymore. See, I'm gonna go. And I'm feeling bad. Like, I'm just expressing myself, right? This is what she replies to it after the fucking event that happens to me. I literally got assaulted for this bitch, right? And she even admits it, by the way. If any of this shit hits the fan, because I'm not afraid. I only expose this shit because I have proof. If this bitch ever come and she like, oh my god, you know, this never happened, I have texts. I never deleted any of the fucking chats. I have everything. Okay? And because this bitch didn't want to come outside, or because of her parents, she had that excuse always lined up, right? Which is like, oh yeah, because of my parents, like I can't go out, this and that, whatever the third, right? It would always be, I can't go out all the time, I can't this, I can't that. So it was kind of like a pseudo long distance relationship while she lived so fucking close to me, by the way. She lives like right there, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, look at my combo. Holy shit. Because of that, because of how pseudo, oh fuck, I lost my combo. What? I did, I pressed it. I pressed triangle. Bruh, suck me. Oh my god, why you hidden away from my proximity, bro? That guy flew. Anyway, I'm losing track of what I'm saying. Yeah, so because it was a pseudo long distance relationship, pretty much, even though the bitch lives like right there, a walk away, I'm not kidding you. Because of that, most of our conversations sadly were on text or call, right? Mostly on fucking text, which is one advice I'll give y'all. Do not cut me, bitch. Do not in a relationship ever settle for texting your partner all the time. Like if you're actually long distance, okay, cool, I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But give them a call. Like, do not settle for text, bro. Texting sucks only for one reason. Like, you can have good times on text and shit, but I'm gonna tell you all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have conflict. Like if you guys are having conflict, you can't resolve the conflict or have like a meaningful conversation and shit like that on text. I think everyone across the board, like all sane, healthy people will tell you, do not try to have a serious conversation or a conflict or try to resolve the conflict when you both are heated on text. Do not fucking do that shit. And we both kept making that mistake. Both of us guilty. Even myself, right? I would also not be able to control myself because like, you know, the anxiety would really take over. I was in the wrong for that because like, you know, many times I would try to resolve something on text immediately. And you know what? Yeah, that got the best of me, okay? And so yeah, most of our conversations on fucking text. Nobody can tell me shit because I got all the fucking proof on this thing right here. This bitch cannot ever come up to me or anybody and go like, he's lying or some shit like that. All the proof is here. Do not get me to go that far to be that fucking petty because I will fucking do it. I don't give a shit. My point is, because our conversations are mostly on fucking text, like, ew, just yuck. Like, I don't want to be on this thing. I hate this thing. Not gonna lie, the only thing I want to use this for is music. Like when I go out and calling and maybe like a text or two, which is like, oh, you gonna be there at 5 p.m. or call me and tell me what the plans are. You know, I don't want to be having full-blown conversations on text. I mean, what the fuck is that? You know how you have memories and shit and you like reminisce on it with other people? Oh yeah, remember that time when we was at the beach and shit like that? What you gonna do if all of your conversations and your memories are on text? Oh, remember that time when I texted you LOL? Be so fucking for real right now. You robot chat GPT ass. You know what I'm saying? And I also, hot take, I refuse to use chat GPT. Fuck that shit. I've never used it and I never will. By the way, I have not touched that thing ever. I go to Google, my old reliable, know what I'm saying? Google is the best. I hear these days people are so lonely they be talking to Chat GPT. Get a fucking grip. Get a hobby. I'm looking at y'all losers. Know what I'm saying? It's y'all know this is just all jokes. I know it's a coping mechanism. I understand. I get it. But I hope y'all know it's not healthy. That your coping mechanism is to talk to ChatGPT. I'm not talking like actual like research and shit like that. No, I'm talking like full-blown conversations. I'm looking at y'all. Get a grip. It's time. It's time to touch some grass. For real this time. Anyway, I keep digressing. But yeah. So what was I saying? Got me a little Monster Energy. Not sponsored, but you know what I'm saying? Shit is good. All my needs. Monster Energy, not sponsored. But yeah. So as I was saying, right? Most of our conversations, text. Motherfucker, I hated that shit. I was like, bro, can I have a real connection with this person? Like my connection with you is with this. I have a relationship with my phone. I fucking hate this thing. I don't touch my phone throughout the day at all, actually. I don't need to. You know what I'm saying? I only touch it if like somebody texts me, call me, whatever, right? Like I don't be doing anything on my phone. Like I really don't have any fucking use for this thing. Except only one thing, which is like, cause you know, I have a brand, I'm a business, I make music, I'm famous, pseudo famous. You know, I'm about to be super famous at one point, right? So because I post content and I create art and stuff. So of course that's the only reason I be using this thing to promote, to put out uploads and stuff like that, right? That's it though. And that's all I want to be using my phone for. If it weren't for this shit, I wouldn't have any use for my phone except like music, calling, texting. What other fucking purpose do I have with this thing? It's a phone. You know, it's all nice and shiny and brand new and shit when you first get it. Like I remember when I had it out the cover for the first time in London when I bought it. Like it's beautiful. beautiful. Look at how shiny it's an iPhone 14 Pro Max, right? I've had it for like 3 years plus now. In 1 week, as soon as I slapped the cover on this bitch, I forgot that I even had a new phone. It was just a phone. Anyway, I digress so much. Jesus Christ. I might actually have ADHD. A lot of people have been telling me. So as I was saying, because most of our conversations on text, I can like, nobody can fucking try or test me because I don't delete them either. You cannot deny anything. I have all the proof here. I'll literally just pop a screenshot over here if anybody tries me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am that petty. Motherfuckers be really looking at me like, oh, you would do that? Like, really? As if it's such a low or something. Like, it's not a low. You go low, I go lower. You go low. Why do I have to be the bigger person? Why do I suddenly have to be like Jesus in this fucking equation? I'm not Jesus. I'm not God. Okay, I don't even believe in them motherfuckers. What's a God to a non-believer? Now I'm saying not what Vegeta said. I don't know if he actually said it in the show. He did say in the abridged Dragon Ball Z show, though. You know, the one on YouTube. Go watch it, like TFS. They fire. Shout out. If I got time today, whenever I does got the time, oh, I'm gonna go lower. I can be that petty. I have ruined some fucking life. Anyway, I have the receipts. And so anyway, the point I'm trying to make. So after that incident, like after that slap incident, I'm telling her like, yo, you know, now that, you know, we're not going to be talking anymore, at least, you know, you don't have to worry about this being a problem anymore. Like you can be cool with your parents. Like it's cool. It's all right. Like I'm out of your life now. I sound very miserable. I sound very pathetic because I'm kind of like even though I was the one that just got fucking assaulted, right? And she was taking full accountability for that, which is great. You know, respect to her. Again, like 1 point to her for that. But this is why that point gets deducted immediately. While I'm saying all of that, this is what she says. Can you shut the fuck up? Can you just shut the fuck up? Yes. Kick me while I'm down. Thank you. And that felt like absolute dog shit. And this is what she would do. Like this is a normal thing that this motherfucker would do. Like I'm already feeling like shit because of something you did or something that happened, and you kicking me while I'm fucking down? Crazy. I think this is one of the worst things she did, because, you know, she would hurt me and I would cry. Yeah, I was vulnerable, and I told her straight up, like, I went, like, you know, I cried myself to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, and guess what? She heard that. Did not immediately clown on it or anything, right? It's not something to clown on, first of all, right? Oh! So, why? But I did the moves. I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Jagger. I got that move like Jagger. Oh, why did I even do that? Like I was saying, right? This bitch was literally kicking me while I was down, and she was the reason I was down. Fuck you, bitch. Like the audacity on some motherfuckers. And these same people will be like, oh no, these are not bad people after doing some fuck shit like this. Oh no, that doesn't make them a bad person. And like people be going to town. Like, trust me, I was defending this bitch, right? Now that I look back at it, I'm like, why was I defending this bitch? This bitch was fucking scum of the earth. God damn, for the shit that she did. It's just, oh, bitch ass motherfucker. Oh, to anyone that does this kind of behavior and like motherfuckers, you know, like they try to defend them like, no, but they're not bad people. You know, they just, it's bad behavior. Yes, I understand. I get it. But trust me, when someone has repeatedly done that offense and knows how much that fucking hurts you, that's a bad person. That's a bad person, and they don't give a fuck. Oh, just like this motherfucker who cut me up for my organs. I think I might have to restart this. I did get a good, oh my God, can you shut up? So this motherfucker, right, knows how much it's hurt me and shit, right? And I think we was like once, there was just, oh my God, I died again. There was once where we was just kind of like doing banter. If you connect really well with each other, you know, there's banter and like, you know, you make fun of each other, like for fun. It's for plays. So we was doing that, and then she randomly took a jab, and mind you, came out of nowhere. She was just like, oh, at least I don't cry myself to sleep at night. This was not the first time. And the first time it happened, I immediately called her out. So it's not like I didn't. Like, it's not like I shut up through all the disrespect. No, every single time something happened, I called it out. You know what I'm saying? Because no, I'm not standing for that shit. I know that was not fucking love. The first time that happened, I was like, what the fuck was that? Do not do that again. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry, whatever, right? Happens again and again and again. And it evolves from crying myself to sleep at night to just calling me a crybaby, like a whole ass fucking bully from high school. Like you're a fucking bully. You're your own partner's bully, which is fucking crazy. You hurt me and I cried and I got hurt by that, and this is how you cope with it? Like, I don't know if this is a cope. And she was like, it was just a joke. I was like, let's get you a Netflix special and round up a whole audience. Let's see who finds that funny. This is a unfunny ass fucking bitch. What are you, a stand-up comedian? Is you practicing? Is this your fucking joke? Because I'll tell you firsthand. I'll tell you from the primary source that's getting your jokes firsthand. You already failed. You're not gonna make it as stand-up comedy. You so bad. But anyway, so kept calling me a crybaby, right? And I was just like, can you stop? And I think towards the end, she did it again. And I was like, can you stop? Like, that's really insensitive. but I really don't like it when you do that. I genuinely just questioned her. I was like, hey, is there a part of you that hates me? If you love me and everything, then why does it always come out this way? Like, why is it always executed so cruelly, so hatefully, so disrespectfully? Like, why? How? I asked her nicely. I was curious. I was just like, yo, what do you actually think about me? What do you actually feel about me that you're just disrespecting me straight up? Like, there must be a part of you deep inside that probably hates me or resents me or some shit like that. That's why you're doing this. And so I genuinely asked her, I'm genuinely curious. And she thinks, like, she obviously, because it's on text, she thinks it's like passive aggressiveness or some shit. I'm like, bro, I'm not being passive aggressive with you. Like, I have never been passive aggressive with you. I'm just directly fucking talking to you. And of course she thinks that because maybe she's been talked to like that her whole fucking life and she don't know any other kind of interaction. Like, she just knows toxicity. And I'm genuinely coming in with like healthy intentions, and I'm kind of like, I want to know your intentions, right? Just tell me, like, from your side. Like, and she's like, you know what? No, like, I'm sorry. I said I was sorry, okay? And I'm just like, okay, I understand. Like, I know you're saying sorry, but like, just elaborate for me. Why does your care and love for me always come out this way? Like, why is the execution always just fucking disrespect? Like, I don't understand, right? You say you do, you say you love me and everything, but like, this is not like look at your own actions. Like, does this look like love to you? I'm sorry, like, does this? If I did this to you, then what? I'm 5'7", 5'8". That's my fucking height. This bitch is a midget, 4'9", 4'11". She like this, she like here. And this bitch one time, as a joke, told me, oh, but you know, it would really help if you were taller. I was like, bitch, if this bitch don't fucking... I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, what? Then we was in a bus once and she was sitting next to me and she couldn't like put her head on my shoulder like to like sleep or whatever. It was only in that bus because of the fucking seats. And she was like, oh, you know, if you were taller. I was like, goddamn, insensitive as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And just a piece of fucking shit, dog shit human being. Memory is a blessing and a curse because I remember everything. You forgive, but you don't forget, you know what I'm saying? And I don't forgive it either. I don't forgive and I don't forget. You in my bad books for the rest of my fucking life. Goodbye. You want an X list, okay? You want a naughty list. No gifts for you, bitch ass. If I was Santa, nothing at your doorstep. Nothing under the fucking tree. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Jolly Christmas to you too, bitch. What? Things that you don't even think about on the daily and you're actually confident about, and you like, I'm confident about everything about myself, right? And I have no insecurities, like, not like, I really don't. And it's taken me such a long time to get here where I am confident about everything about myself, right? And I'm not insecure at all about my looks, nothing. Like, I'm sexy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. And here come this ugly ass bitch with chapped ass fucking lips, taking apart everything. And she's like, oh, what about this? And I'm just like, you're insecure yourself and you're just projecting this shit on me. Like, this is fucking crazy. I'm sorry that you're insecure. That got nothing to do with me. My emotional availability and my vulnerability and shit is such a fucking threat to you because you can't be that. You lack that in yourself. It's also like jealousy and envy, I bet. Because only jealous people fucking do this kind of shit, right? And it could be your partner too. Your partner can very possibly, potentially 100% be jealous of you and be full on in competition with you, by the way. That's just facts, right? And this bitch was. Anything I said, she was trying to one up me, and I was just kind of like, I was just getting a box of juice. Like, what the fuck? And it was like weirdo behavior. I was really like, this is how we moving? Like, you my partner, you my teammate. Like, what are we doing? Like, we're supposed to be on each other's side. Like, I don't get it. If you're confident about yourself, a person like this will really just like destroy all your confidence if you let them. Because they will. They'll come at you full force. Oh, you gonna wear that? Oh, that haircut don't look... Bitch, have you looked at yourself in the mirror? Have you taken a fucking look in the mirror? Thinking you look like Angelina Jolie when you actually look like a fucking rock at the beach. Like what the hell? You look like that angler fish from fucking Finding Nemo. You know that scary motherfucker with the antenna with the fucking light? You look like that bitch. And you speaking, you talking. That's what I'm saying. Like, the ugliest motherfuckers be having the loudest mouths. Ugliest motherfuckers be having the most bitter fucking mouths. Was that necessary? Why you all up in my business like this? I'm out here uplifting you and telling you, like, showering you with positivity, and all you got to give me is either nothing or just negativity. Nothing would be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing would be great. In fact, whenever you were silent, I appreciate those moments more. But stay that way. If you got nothing, don't give me nothing. Like, why you gotta give me disrespect? If you don't got love, say nothing. Say less. People like this only have negativity to give you. It just takes one or two exhibits to find out. So yeah, this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Calling me a crybaby and shit. And then this is what happens, right? Calls me a crybaby and I'm trying to find out why. And she's like, oh, look, I said I was sorry, okay? Like, why are you trying to find out? She was like, oh, you know what? I'm mad at you. I was like, what? You're mad at me. And this is what psychologists, they call this method the Darvo, which is literally you're upset about something they did and you're trying to have a conversation with them about it. They completely reverse Uno you, make themselves the victim somehow because of the reaction based on their actions. They take your reaction and they victimize themselves. And they're like, how could you have a reaction like that? And then you're the one apologizing now. Real fucking mature, bitch. Talk about dodging accountability like left and right. Like god damn, if that was a sport, if that was an Olympic sport, all the medals. This bitch, all the medals. And then she proceeded to say, I have the right to be mad at you. Like, I am allowed to be mad at you. I was like, where is this coming from? You just did some shit to me. I'm actually pretty, see, that's the thing. I'm pretty regulated during this conversation. That's the crazy part. I'm actually calm. Like, she's done this so many times that I'm genuinely like, it doesn't hurt me that bad anymore, but I've expressed to you that it hurts me. So can we just get to the bottom of this? Like, what is this? Like, do you have a knack? Like, do you have an itch? Do you have like a fucking itch to constantly keep berating me and talking smack to me and talking down on me? Like, I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is it coming from? Actually, in a lot of these situations, I've actually been the calm one. Soft spoken, and I'm like, hey, I'm curious. Let's have a conversation about this. She's absolutely fucking exploding in the air, and I'm like, what? It's because of that fucking shame and guilt. I think it really unnerves a bitch, destroys a bitch to know that you just did something so fucking hurtful and they're being calm throughout the shit. Because I was so regulated. I was just kind of calm, and I was like, hey, let's talk about it. And she lost her shit. I was like, okay, you're weird. So that happened, and then she basically darvoed me. And she's done this many times, like many fucking times, where even towards the end, like the last breakup, the final one, right? She literally broke up with me over an offense that she did. This is something she did. And I called her out for it, and I stood my ground. That's it. That's the only reason she broke up with me. Not because I did something to her. Yeah. And then guess what? When I called her out for this shit, she came back after a couple hours and she sent me a paragraph detailing everything that she has done to me throughout this relationship, all the offenses that she's done to me throughout this relationship, all the toxic shit, switching it, playing Uno reverse. Like, this is the biggest Uno reverse that I've fucking seen. I wanted to kind of like shake her hand and tell her, like, respect, like, game is game. Like, you really tried another manipulation tactic that I didn't. You really tried another You really tried a new manipulation tactic that I didn't even know was possible. That means she was aware of everything she was doing in the relationship. Even though, yes, I was calling it out as it was happening. But still, she was like, here's all the things you're doing to me. And you know what? I don't feel safe in this relationship. Guess what? All of those things that she says that I was doing to her, it was actually what she was doing to me. She just reversed it. And she was just like, you're doing that to me. And I'm like, I read that and I was like, don't that sound familiar actually? Isn't that what you're doing to me? That was funny as fuck. I was like, yo, there's no way you're doing this. Like, you really had no other defense. Like, you had nothing left. So you went for this as your last resort, which is fucking crazy. You're just warping reality now. You know, like how in the Marvel movies and shit, they be having multiverses and they be trying to change the timelines and like the outcomes of shit. Like in Infinity War, they try to go back and like kill Thanos. This is what this bitch is trying to do. She is Thanos. She's just trying to go back and change the fucking reality. Shit is funny as fuck. I was like, when she broke up with me, I thanked that bitch because I was so addicted and I was so.
Who's gonna fight tonight?
Me, bitch. I was so addicted and, you know, out of my senses that when she broke up with me, I felt relief. Like, I felt relief because I was like, you know what? Me personally, the state, the mental health decline that I was at with this relationship because of her and just her constant neglect and dismissal and just absolute toxicity, right? And immaturity. I was like, I was out of my senses. And all I was fixated on was like, don't leave. Because that's the shit that she kept threatening me with. Like, oh, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna leave. Right? And that was the biggest like fear I had in the relationship. Because not that I had like a fear of abandonment, because I'm like, I'll leave a bitch if I got it, right? I did not have a fear of it. Like a lot of like psychologists will tell you and shit like that, you don't want the relationship to end because you have a fear of abandonment. I did not though. I know that I'm secure within myself, that I'm like, if something doesn't work for the other person, I'm gonna go. Like, I'm not gonna try to keep them or convince them of my fucking worth. Fuck that shit. And there's proof in that as well. During the relationship, there were many times this bitch wanted to flee. And all of the times I literally told her, I was like, cool, if that's what you want to do. And every time that I was like, you can go, cool, if that's the decision you want to make, cool, go now if you have to. It's better if you're going now. That bitch was like, no, I'll be better, I'll stay. Because guess what? This bitch had a fear of abandonment. She likes calling the shots so much. Like, she wants to be the only one calling the shots so bad that she wants to break up and she wants to have like you get chaotic and shit like that, right? Like most people live for that kind of shit where they want you to do like a crying session, like a song and dance and like lose your marbles so that they see like, oh yeah, see, they're losing their shit over me. Like, that means I have so much value and shit like that. Like, I'm the prize or whatever the fuck. It's like, no, you're not, bitch. They crying because you hurt them. They're not crying because you actually have value. They crying because you're such a fucking piece of shit and you treated them like dog shit. What value do you have? I'm sorry, you're worthless. Kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? I be throwing around that term way too much. It's the truth. Kill yourself. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like throughout the relationship, whenever she fucking left, I was kind of like, okay, go. I don't want to be with someone who isn't choosing me completely. You know what I'm saying? Like if this is what it takes. And usually it was over things that I was like, yo, I'm meeting all your needs and shit. Like here's one need of mine, like a basic relational need. Oh no, I can't do it, so I'm gonna leave. I'm like, wow, what the fuck? And so I would have to shrink that down and like actually delete a part of my needs and shit, like to still be with that bitch. And that's the crazy fucking shit. Like no, you should never do that in a relationship where someone is threatening to leave if you just keep asking something of them, which is bare minimum, and then you stop asking because you just don't want them to leave. And this bitch had a fucking great reason too, like that I believed, which was like her parents, right? And I'm not saying it's lies, but it was a stretch. It was an excuse. We'll never know if she was fucking lying. I think I'll die on the hill if she was lying. Not about the whole thing, but a good amount of it, so that it would be like a great like scapegoat for her. Whenever she needed it, she could use that excuse, like, oh, my parents. I wanted to leave sometimes. I was like, okay, cool, you don't want to be here, you know what, now I'm turned off. I also kind of want to leave now. That's when she would lose her shit, and she'd be like, oh wait, what? Because she was probably expecting me to like cry or like convince her or some shit, but I was walking away peacefully. I'd pack my bags, I'm like, I'm going, cool. And I think that's where she lost her shit, because she was like, wait, you're leaving so easily? I'm like, yeah, just like you. I took a page out of your book, bitch. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't stand that. So that's why she kept the relationship going, because she has such a fear of abandonment that she has to abandon you. Like she has to be the one to call the shots. Like you can't abandon her. So even if she is abandoning you and you're cool with it, that is a sign of her getting abandoned as well, because like you're leaving so easily. You're not fighting for me. It's like, why the fuck would I fight for you? You didn't fight for me. You're giving up on me. You see the mind games that bitches like this fucking play? And that's who, it doesn't help that it was an ugly fucking bitch playing these games either. If you was pretty, this is gonna sound a little crazy. If you was pretty, I'd kind of give you a pass. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's like, okay, you do look like you all that on the outside to be able to do shit like this. You know what I'm saying? But people that look pretty on the outside usually don't do this shit. That's the lie that society will fucking tell you, is that pretty people are assholes and shit like that, right? Usually those people are the ones that are actually nice and kind-hearted. I'm not gonna lie. Usually what's on the outside reflects the inside. I'm not gonna lie. Just being very fucking honest. If you chopped over here, you probably chopped inside too. Usually by default. I'm not saying everybody, but if you chopped on the outside by default, just in your head, just remember, they probably chopped inside too. Their audacity. I just want to know where the fuck people like this go to get their audacity. And she's like, I have the right to be mad at you. And I'm like, you the one that hurt me. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And so in the end, she gets all hostile and shit. So I'm trying to calm her down. Like now I'm the one regulating her. And it's so fucking crazy, because I'm just kind of like, why do I have to regulate you? This is crazy. You the one that take all this space to regulate yourself. Shouldn't you be good at that? For someone who takes so much fucking space in the name of space, right, and goes the distance and shit like that, right, and comes back, is still fucking unregulated as shit. If you take in space, like if you going away just to avoid a problem, a very important conflict between you and your partner, and you ghosting them and you avoiding them in the name of space, you're a dysregulated motherfucker. Like you do not know how to handle painful emotions. You don't know how to handle conflict. You're just a pussy. You're just an awful human being. Because yeah, it's like you're not actually taking space to regulate or process or reflect. None of that shit. Because whenever she did take space and we reconnected or whatever the fuck, right, I'd be like, okay, so what did we learn? Nothing. I just distracted myself. I watched some movies. I cleaned the house. I'm like, and the kicker, one time she took space and she was like, the space was so peaceful that I wanted to break up with you, and like maybe I thought I was better off. And I was like, yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. Yeah. And then she's surprised that I'm skeptical of her taking space after that. She would do these things, and then right after, she would either break up, leave, or have thoughts of leaving and shit like that. And then she'd be surprised that whenever she tried to take space after those events, after repeatedly doing that, and she would be like, oh, I'm gonna take some space. And I'd be like, hey, if you take this space, is you gonna break up? Like, what are you trying to do? And she'd be like, what do you mean? Like, and she'd be so surprised, like you really think after this space I'm gonna break up with you and shit like that? I'm like, yes, this is what you always fucking do. You've been pretty consistent with this fucking behavior. In fact, this is what you always do. And she did it again anyway. And I was like, are you thinking of it? And she's like, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I am thinking of breakup. I'm like, wow. So I was right. Like, I was just like, it's crazy. Anyone that does that is taking space or breaking up, just to get a reaction or shit. They're doing it as a punishment to you. They're trying to punish you for literally trying to connect with them, for being vulnerable and trying to have a connection. Like, this bitch takes space, and I'm like, I'm actually trying to respect it. I'm like, okay, cool, take space. And this bitch would violate her own space, come in and be like, I'm here to check in on you. I'm like, you not actually taking any fucking space. Like, you're lying. This is not space. You did not take any fucking space. What are you talking about? Space. You're just using fucking psychological terms and therapy speak in the wrong context. Like, you're just using it to get away with shit. Oh, I have boundaries. You don't actually have boundaries. You don't even have needs. Like, these bitches is liars, man. These are pathological fucking liars. Oh, why do you think that I'm going to do this to you after? I'm like, because you've shown me consistently that you've done this over and over. Of course I'm expecting this out of you. So I didn't have a fear of abandonment. I just had a fear of like, yeah, you're going to do this because this is what you've been doing. That's why I'm skeptical. That's why I'm kind of like, is this what you're going to do? Every single time, all 6 times you've done the same thing. Oh, I'm going to leave. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm scared. Whatever the fuck. I'm a pussy. If you in this situation and you feel the same way and some psychologist or some shit is telling you like you have a fear of abandonment, but you know yourself and you're like, oh, you know what? I've also tried to leave. If you're anything like me and you also tried to leave many times and you were completely secure in that shit, you do not have a fear of abandonment. You're just skeptical of a motherfucker's actions because they keep showing you something and then they say like, no, that's not what I'm doing. They're warping your reality. Motherfuckers are calling it a fear of abandonment. It's not a fear of abandonment. Fuck's sake. Fear of abandonment. My ass, my fucking left foot, my right nut. You have trauma and fucking rewiring from what this person has done to you. You're just expecting what this person has shown you time and time again. That's not fear of abandonment, bitch. This person is committed to you and said, I'm going to stay with you. And then every single time something happens, they leave or they're trying to leave and they get like a reaction out of you or some shit. That's not a fear of abandonment. They do it over and over again. At least in my case, I can only speak for myself. I did not have a fear of abandonment. This bitch was leaving and I was like, bye. And then she came back. And I was like, what? So that proves that you were only doing that to like create some kind of like chaos or whatever the fuck, right? You were trying to get a reaction out of me. You were not actually trying to break up with me because I was like, I respect your decision. GG's, you know what I'm saying? Like, game is game. And then she's like, no, I'll be better. I'll stay. I'm like, what? But I thought like you made the decision. Okay. What? And I genuinely believed her. I was like, yo, you gonna leave. Okay, cool. What is this? Why are we not meaning the things we say? You bitch. Crazy ass bitch. So the slap thing, you know what I'm saying? Kicking me while I was down. Crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, can you just shut the fuck up? Wow, thanks. And I'll tell you the biggest kicker of all time. If someone is acting like this and they're also in the field of psychology, it's the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry, how are you in the field of psychology and you have used none of the fucking research advice on yourself? You have the power of psychology and science on your side and you're still a miserable fucking bitch. I'm sorry, what? And this is how you acted? Like, this is why I say, like, therapists are not healed. They could very well, in their own lives, be a complete fucking wreck. It's pretty evident because, like, you know that analogy that goes, like, we don't take the advice that we give? Psychologists, therapists, it's pretty much the same shit. In their own lives, they can't take that own advice because, like, it's very human. To give out advice, you can easily give out advice in the third person, but for yourself, it's harder because you have attachment. Like, you know, I'm not going to talk too much smack on psychology, but, like, still, you see what I'm saying? Like, this bitch is inside. Like, she did a master's. It's funny. It's just, I'm sorry. What the fuck? And she's aware of all of her patterns and cycles and shit. She's aware, right? And she was the reason I found out about this attachment theory bullshit with, you know, avoidant and anxious and all that shit. And she even diagnosed me as anxious. And I was like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out my face. She had diagnosed herself as avoidant. I'm like, I can see that. There's no such thing as avoidant and all that crap. Like, you're just a toxic piece of shit. I'm sorry. You're a dog shit person. I'm sorry. Stop hiding behind these fucking trauma childhood labels. Like, stop it. You don't have any sympathy for me over there. No, you're not avoidant. You're a dog shit person. Like, she's the reason I found out about that attachment crap. And she's aware. She's aware that she's like this. I think that's when all your behavior that you do after the fact that you're aware, any sympathy or empathy for you flies out the window. How can you have sympathy for someone who's aware they're a piece of shit? You know your patterns, you know your cycles, you know your behavior is fucking toxic. There's no excuse anymore. You know what you're doing. You're in the field of psychology and you tell me you don't know why you're doing what you're doing? Like, because she did say that at one point as well. Earlier this year, in the start, she was like, I don't know why I do what I do. And of course, you know, my dumbass believed it at the time, but it's like, shut up. Like, who are you? Like, who do you think you're lying to? Like, how good do you feel about yourself when you fucking lie about this shit? Like even towards the end, like when she flipped everything on me and she was like, and she had the audacity to, oh, fuck you, bitch. She had the audacity to blame me, accuse me of the shit that she was doing to me in the relationship. Like, she really told me, she's like, you're doing all of these things to me. And I'm like, actually, you're the one doing all of these things to me. How dissociated with reality are we? How dissociated do you want me to be with my own reality, with the reality of things, that You're literally telling me, you're accusing me of shit that you did. You're reverse Unoing this shit right now. How the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Crazy. I missed. Oh my god. Oh, no. Wait, hold on. I think I'm gonna pick another challenge. It's just funny as fuck. There's no excuse for people like this. I'm sorry. They know what they're fucking doing. And I had proof. She literally like would tell me like I know, like I'm aware. It's like, so you know, and you still decide to be this piece of shit. I get it, because it's like, this is all they know. This is what they got taught. So it's not particularly their fault, but it is their fault for not, now that they recognize it and not changing it. That is their fault now. It is now your responsibility that you are now aware of it and you choose to do nothing about it. Yeah, man, there's no excuse for bitches like this. Like, what do you mean? That's so motherfucking hurtful, to call your own partner a crybaby because, you know, they have feelings and they're open and they're vulnerable and shit. Like, they're being vulnerable with you. They opened up to you, right? This is why a lot of people are not vulnerable. I'm not saying completely close yourself off like this bitch over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, be cautious. She's like, yo, why do you keep thinking like I'm gonna leave? And I'm like, because that's all you do. You keep leaving. And that's another thing. How your relationship starts, always look at how it started. That is the foundation, and that is how your relationship, the rest of your relationship is gonna go. Just remember that. How your relationship starts is how it's gonna go and how it's gonna end. It probably has an expiry date depending on how it started. And definitely the second time around when we started, it started on that rocky ass fucking start. You know, the slap, and then like her literally kicking me while I was fucking down and saying, like, telling me to shut the fuck up after I literally just got assaulted by a dude. And then she's like, okay, I'll be in a relationship with you. Like, as if it was a fucking chore. And I got into it, of course. And let me tell you all this, the moment she made it official, right, that like, yeah, we can be together, despite her knowing how her parents are and all that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, this bitch knows how bad it can get with her parents. She still did it because she's a stupid bitch. And there was once upon a time, she took pride in saying this shit out loud. I'll tell you what she said. Oh, I think I'm the most rational person. No! Everything you do is driven by your emotions. You let your emotions control everything. You let your nervous system control every fucking decision you make. You're not rational at all. You don't make any decisions out of fucking logic. You really don't. If you made decisions out of logic, you would not re-enter a relationship that you know is gonna be poof, because you have like strict parents or whatever the fuck. You knew that. And the reason we broke up was not even because of her parents. It was because of something she did, and I called her out and she left. She love bombed me the first time we got together. Like a year ago, she love bombed me, and the second time we re-entered the relationship, she love bombed me again. As if like the last time didn't happen. She did. And that's how I should have known she hasn't learned. Those 6 months that we wasn't talking, she didn't learn shit. Like, she didn't reflect on anything, nothing. Like, she hasn't changed any of her fucking behaviors, nothing. And she would just expose herself too. And she was like, oh, we was not talking in the 6 months, so I had nothing to really grow, and I didn't do any work because like I thought we was out of each other's lives. I was like, the work is for yourself. It's not so that I come back into your life. It's so that you... Okay, anyway, right, like whether you're in my life or not, I'm gonna be working on myself. What? Yeah, so when we got together, right, I should have known, because all of the same patterns was coming. I really should have, because like this was the same bitch, no changes at all. She was like, don't bring up my past. I'm like, bitch, you're doing the same shit in the present from the past. How can I not bring it up? You're giving me mixed signals and shit like that, right? And then we got into this relationship and she love bombed me straight up the first day she did it, right? She sent me like 4 paragraphs of, this is how it's gonna go, this is what our future is gonna look like, our marriage, we gonna hide from her parents for like 2 years straight because they gonna lose their minds if they find out like that we're together. Our kids are gonna grow up Christian. She did admit all of these like flaws, and she was like, you know what, yeah, I was a punk ass bitch for doing all that shit. I'm like, yes, thank you. Because you know what? I'm not done being mad at this bitch. I'm not, it's not that I'm mad. It's kind of just like hearing the story probably is making you mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, how will this not make you mad? This is just insufferable fucking behavior. I really don't want her in my life anymore. Please, like, stay the fuck out of my life. Thank you. But we cool. Like, there's nothing. That's what I can say. That's why I don't want you in my life anymore, because there's really nothing left. Like, I don't want you anywhere near me anymore. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're still the same, unchanged, like, no, haven't worked on yourself. Please stay the fuck out of my life. And I'm seeing other people. Hell no. I don't want that back in my life anymore. I'm not attracted to her anymore. Like, I don't give a shit. I can never be attracted to a person like that again. Once you finally done with a bitch and you kept giving and giving and giving, and finally once you're exhausted, it's not that you stop loving them, it's that all that you had in you for that person is truly gone now. Like, you gave it all away, and since you didn't get anything back, since your plants didn't get watered, you didn't get more energy or resource to grow more love for them. Nothing was watering. She was not watering your plants back, or he was not watering your plants back. The love was just, it stopped here because it was not being watered or reciprocated. So it just kind of stopped here. And when it was finally done, there was nothing left because there was nothing new. There was no new source of love. Like, it was just gone. You know how when your water, like your jug of water gets over, you refill it with water. So your water, like your jug of love wasn't getting filled. That's what it has to do. Like two people in a relationship, they have to keep refilling each other's jugs with reciprocation. And this bitch wasn't giving me anything back. My jug was over. So I had no use for this fucking jug either. It was all rotten and shit. Like I threw the jug. So I really have nothing left. There's no hate. There's no nothing. It's just kind of like, yeah, whatever, bitch. I really don't give a fuck anymore. But I'm gonna hold you accountable. Like this is my experience. This is how it is. Like I have a YouTube channel. I talk about my shit. Like I'm not gonna, name any names or anything. I think that's the best I can do. I want to talk about my experiences. What happens in my life, I talk about it. That's why I'm talking about it. And this is why I fucking hated it. Absolutely hated her guts whenever she told me some bullshit like, don't tell anybody. And guess what? She also told me to do that with the slapping incident. She was like, don't tell anybody about it, okay? I'm like, that was more traumatizing for me than you, by the way. Like, nothing happened to you. Obviously, I know why you telling me not to tell anybody. Because you gonna look crazy. You gonna look like a piece of shit. But it's too late for that because I told everybody, bitch. I'm looking at you, bitch. If you mad that I'm talking about this, stay mad. Because I will always talk about my experiences. I will always turn my experiences into a form of content or art or something to put out there because that's what I am. I make TikToks, I'm on YouTube, and I make music. After the initial breakup, the 6 months we wasn't talking, I made 3 songs about this bitch. I put out the song called Dismissive, the song called Codependent, and the song called Superlative, right? She heard Dismissive. She was mad as fuck about Dismissive because it was about her. But of course, this bitch is gonna be mad because like she's only looking at the negatives. But in the song, if you listen to the song, I'm giving her grace in the song and I'm telling her like, yo, I know you miss me. So come and like, let's reconnect. You being so dismissive, so pessimistic. Come here, baby. I know you miss me. That's what I'm saying in the song. I'm literally acknowledging that like, I see you have a problem with connection. Like, come here. Let me help you connect. That's what the song is saying. And she was mad about that. These people have a fear of being fucking seen as well because if they truly get seen, people will really see them for who they are, which is like people who are hiding and they're so afraid and shit like that. Like, just come out, be yourself, man. Like, if you watching this, you stupid little bitch, be yourself, okay? Unapologetically. Stop living for other people. Do your thing-a-lang, you know what I'm saying? Take a risk. Put yourself into something passionately 1000% for fucking once in your life. And I'll say this because like I was so disappointed in her so many times because it's like, when you really love somebody, they can do better than that. And you're just like, why are you stuck, bitch? Damn, like get up, let's go. Like I'll help you. I'll like take my hand, let's pick up, let's go fight that. I'll give you all one example. Like she had a driving test or whatever the fuck. It was her last driving test. She put so much money, her own money, into these driving lessons to get her driver's license, right? This is more of a wholesome story, right? The only wholesome story I'll probably say. Like there's more. I'm not gonna act like there's no wholesome stories between us, that there's no good times at all. No, there is, okay? Let's just call it a spade a spade. But it's so less. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is like she was trying to get her driver's license and it was a hype time. I was like, yo, I'm so excited and shit, right? She failed her driving test. I think about like her final driving test, like I think 2 to 3 times. I think it was 2 or 3. I don't remember how many. And I think the second or the third time, the last time she failed, we was talking and she was like, yo, basically what she was trying to say was like, I'm tired of failing. Like if I fail one more time, then I'm just gonna like withdraw and fuck this driver's license. I'm not gonna do it. And I'm not gonna lie, she was not joking. Like that was not a joke. I was genuinely like, I was on the phone call. I was like, you serious? And she's like, yeah, it's not really worth it. I keep failing. I'm like, you failed twice. Like people have failed way more than this. And you put all your money into this. You went for the premium package for like the unlimited lessons or whatever the fuck, right? So I'm like, you really you came this far? Because it takes so much money to get your driver's license in a lot of countries, right? And this happens to be one of them. I'm like, bro, you're gonna lose all your fucking money and time and effort. And this is a driver's license. It's like it's a necessity. It's like a skill that you need to have. I was like, you're so close to finishing it, right? Are we fucking like, are you serious? Is you serious, bro? And then yeah, I gave her a pep talk and she was like, okay, fine. Like, I'll do it. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually scared that if I hadn't fucking snapped her out of her senses, she would actually, if she failed the next time, she would just fucking withdraw. She would forfeit. I was like, you're not only like this with me, you're also like this in other aspects of your life, which is fucking crazy. You're a quitter. Damn. It was just honestly very disappointing for me to hear that because I was like, huh? I don't get it. Anyway, I hope she's not doing that in the rest, like in her life anymore because like seriously, I want the best for people, whether they're eating at my table or not. Go live your life, do your thing-a-lang. Like I really want you to soar through the skies and like achieve everything you want to achieve. I still mean all the shit that I said when I was being her hype man and I was supporting her and shit. Till this day, like if you watching this, you stupid little bitch, you know what I'm saying? Till this day, support from far away, from a distance. There's still support. Just remember that. But you stupid ass hoe. Yeah, it'd be like that, man. I don't think she'll ever get to this point in the video where she'll see like these positive remarks towards the end. I think she's gonna see like, if she ever watches this, she's probably just gonna see like the first half and she's gonna be like, what a fucking asshole. You know what I'm saying? She not gonna get this far because people like this are really good at like magnifying the negative and forgetting all the positive just because of one negative. That's your fucking weakness. Man, I have so much to edit now. I have 3 hours, 4 hours of footage to edit now. Fuck me. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Nah, I'm not gonna kill myself. Kurt Cobain! That was so fucked up. Yeah, what is that move, dog? How is he that flexible? Holy fuck, you saw that shit? Yeah, that's right. Kablam! Yeah. So, last thing I want to touch on is,
I don't have
look at my boobies.
Let's make it quick.
If this bitch watching, I swear to God. I'm not gonna tell who. I'm not, again, since I'm not taking any names, no one will ever figure out who the fuck I'm talking about, really. Only the people that know will know who I'm talking about. But if you watching, bitch, I can confirm this, and I'm not the only one. Like, all my friends and everybody around me, everybody and their mama was telling me, right? Yo, really? Her? Like, god damn. Like, you usually go for like real bad bitches and shit like that. Like what is this? Just looks wise. This is a mutual friend. This is a person that she also knows, but is not really friends with. Like, it's someone that she knows, but like, you know, he's not my friend anymore because like, honestly, I don't even give a shit. I'm gonna burn this bridge too. Fuck him. Cause pussy ass bitch, right? So yeah, I don't care. I really don't give a shit. I'm burning all the bridges today. So this is a mutual friend between like me and her. He's not really her friend at all, actually. Like, they just kind of know each other on a formal basis. It's like hi, hello type shit. At the time, he was actually my best friend. And this was the first time the relationship ended, the first breakup. When it ended and me and this guy was talking, right? He was like, you know what? Now that everything has ended, I got some shit to say. He's like, I want to ask you something. I'm like, what? He's like, what did you see in her? And this is not including the behavior. This is just her looks. This is just her fucking looks. He was like, what did you see in her? He was actually surprised the first time he heard. And he never told me that. So he never told me that initially that was what he thought. That was his opinion. Instead, he actually heard about it from someone, like another mutual friend of ours. He heard that I was with this bitch. And he was shocked. He was shocked. He was like, really, her? Ooh. It was like that. He even said that to that other person. He was like, wait, you mean he's with... Oh, her, he's with that one. That was his initial reaction. Like, he was like, there is no way my boy Rayhan at the time, right? There's no way my boy Rayhan chose that. And he's like, have you seen her? This is excluding the behavior, excluding the dog shit fucking behavior, the abusive, emotional abusive fucking behavior that she put out, right? He was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, he was genuinely shocked because he was like, he told me, he's like, I didn't think you would go with her. Like, I didn't think you would try to date her. And if this bitch watching, she knows who I'm talking about. She knows exactly who I'm talking about. And he was like, yeah, you know, like, I really didn't get it. I really don't get it. Like, why would you pick her? Because nobody, and I mean nobody, finds this bitch attractive. She had told me that apparently, like, before I met her, before I came into her life, she was single for 6 years. I was like, damn, who broke your heart that bad that you was single for 6 years? I think that should have been my first fucking red flag, that she was not really going into what happened in her last relationship, that she was apparently for 2 years. I was like, wow, you was in a long relationship. I was like, damn, you capable of that shit. But then she would fail to go into the details of what happened in it. And I was like, that should have been a fucking sign. That should have been a fucking sign. Because all she said was, oh, we just kind of fizzled out. Fizzled out? What? Is you serious, bitch? What? And then finally, I think way later on was when she told me, like, the guy she was with was like toxic and shit. When we initially got together, she had told me she has been single for 6 years. In my head, not gonna lie, at the time I thought to myself, I was like, yeah, I get it. I get why you've been single for 6 years. Look at you. I'm just like, come on. Nobody's approaching that. I'm sorry, no. Only someone with no fucking standards. I know what y'all thinking. I know y'all looking at me. Only someone with no standards would approach her. Yes, I get it. Okay? Yes. Okay? Haha. Fuck off. I did when I met her, but then I lowered all my fucking standards for this bitch. Her own friends know this bitch is fucking ugly. And she was really a nobody before I met this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made this bitch famous. You know, Kanye West. I made that bitch famous. Just remember, if y'all don't believe me that this bitch is fucking ugly as shit, like, I'm talking she looked like a villager. I'll stop. Maybe some fine women in villages, but I'm talking like the average. Lower than average. Okay, anyway, no, I'm just being horrible right now. But it's true. If y'all don't believe me, Everybody, and I mean everybody and their mama looked at me crazy. They was like, what do you mean someone that looks like you are with her? It's like the reverse of that, you know, when a really hot chick is with some fat bald dude, right? But he has money, right? That's why. So it's kind of like that. I'm the hot chick. She's the fat bald dude. She wasn't fat though. Her own mutual friend who had known her kind of longer than he knew me. He was looking at me crazy. He was like, I'm going to drop like a truth bomb on you. Like, I'm going to tell you like something that I never got to tell you. He's like, when I initially found out through our other mutual friends that you was with her of all people, I thought to myself, I was like, bro, you could have done so much fucking better. I was like, what do you mean you chose that? Like, have you seen you and then have you seen her? Like, that's what he said to me in confidence. It's not in confidence anymore. So remember that, bitch. Your own fucking friends and people in your circle do not think you like. Nope. Nobody does. You go out into the market and you know for a fact ain't nobody, not even the ugly motherfuckers want you. And I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. Like, there was a guy who was talking to her, not just talking, like they was trying to be in a relationship and shit. This is during the time we was not talking, right? The guy, after talking to her, by the way, the guy ugly as fuck, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, he was uglier than her. And that's why I say even the uglies don't want her. So he was uglier than her, mind you, right? After talking to her, this man, after talking to her, he turned to priesthood. What? Bitch, you cannot do better than me. And I don't even have to say it. Like now, like if she watches this, you're gonna be like, oh, watch, I'm gonna do better than you. Go ahead, prove me wrong. We'll wait. Because I don't really give a shit. I'm literally just rage baiting, honestly. Because I don't give a fuck anymore. That's why I'm so happy, because I'm kind of like, the reason why I'm airing out all this shit is because like I don't give a fuck anymore. Before, I'd actually listen to her when she'd be like, don't tell anybody about my crimes, right? I wouldn't, because I actually genuinely, like, I respected her enough to not tell people and shit like that. There is no respect left. I can't have respect for a person who does not respect me. Fuck that bitch. She was really the motherfucker that said, when I called her out for her shit, she was like, compassion, not consequences. Respect, not correction. You the one saying this shit? I'm calling you out for the disrespect and the lack of compassion that you showed me. And now that I'm using consequence and correction to tell you, hey man, you know what? You've done this about 5 times now. Stop it. The first time I showed you compassion and respect. Second time I did. Now the 5th time, I'm finally showing some consequence and correction because you don't listen to the other 2. And now you telling me respect, not correction. I remember this shit. I can't forget this shit. Compassion, not content. Where was your compassion? Where was your respect? Don't talk. You don't practice what you fucking preach, you stupid midget bitch. It's like, what the fuck? Ugh, god damn, man. I don't give a fuck what you think, what you feel about this shit, that your shit is being aired out. There is no fucking way. There is no fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like, 0 ways. Oh, I'm so glad that that guy came up with the counter too, because I was about to counter his counter from the last counter, and I thought I would miss that counter, but he, thank God, he put in that counter, because or else I would have missed that fucking counter. Oh my God. Thank you for punching the air, my baldy. My ball! I'm gonna complete this, then I'll turn it off, because oh my God, 1 hour 30-minute footage. What the fuck? I've just been yapping like crazy. There's so much yapping in this shit. Oh my God. This is definitely a 2-parter. This is definitely a 2-parter. And so much goddamn editing. Oh my God. This is for making me talk so much about you, bitch. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you see how much shit I have to talk about? Like, I have so much content. I could write a book. And the amount of paragraphs that I wrote to this bitch. Oh, no. Why did I turn on my fucking night vision? X-ray vision. Yeah. This is for making me write all those paragraphs to you. You know what I'm saying? And you probably actually read none of them. Oh, I read them. Don't worry. Why you're not replying to them? I replied to every single text, every single paragraph that you sent, and my paragraphs get ignored instead. And it's just like fuck off, bitch. Like, stupid, creepy, horny ass fucking bitch. I'm saying that for a reason, because we'd be having like serious conversations and this bitch is like moaning in my ear.
Are you looking for me?
You are so creepy. Like, I'm sorry, you're so fucking weird. Like, that's just weirdo fucking behavior. Oh no! Oh! I almost got hit there. Holy shit. But yeah, man, it's just fucking crazy how motherfuckers be moving out here. Just desperate, horny, just toxic pieces of shit, just trying to use you for your body and all. And of course, it's kind of my fault too, because I let myself be used. So, you know, I take a L for that one. I'm taking accountability for my fucking part, which is like, I didn't get out of the dynamic while I had the chance. I kept putting up with it until I was finally exhausted, and I was like, yeah, I cannot be putting up with this shit. If I want healthy relationships and dynamics in my life, the first one I'm gonna have to end, and truly like the first cycle I'm gonna have to break is this one. It's this one right here. Because you know what this is? I realized. Fuck you, bitch. So much concentration right now. Holy fuck. Look at this shit. Look at my combo. 58, 59, motherfucker. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Batarang. Bitch. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god, you best not. Oh, and you, motherfucker. Oh, 81. I might actually beat my high score. Oh. I probably beat my high score. Maybe? Did I? Ah, shit, I didn't. Because if I did, it would tell me, like, new personal best. Okay, I'll do one more. Only one more, only because I got... I love this. I wish I was streaming, honestly. Fuck you, bitch. What? But I did the move. Let me do my move. Okay, shit. Ha! No. This bitch made me write paragraphs. This is for putting words in my mouth. This is... Oh, my God. This is for making me miss. At least I didn't get hit. This is for putting... Oh, my God. Why did I even do that? You better not punch me. You best not punch me. Okay. Thank you. That's my shit. Oh, damn. Look at that, bitch. This is for fucking my mental health up. Woo. This is for elevating my depression. This is for being a waste of skin. Oh my god, holy shit. This is for making me write so many damn paragraphs. Oh! This is for being an ungrateful bitch. Fuck off. No, ain't no way. This is for wasting all my time. This is for everything being on your fucking time only. You calling all the fucking shots and me having no say in anything. Oh yeah. Right in the fucking dome. Just like that elbow to the fucking...
Isn't this a school night?
Yeah. I'm finna take you back to school. I did get one. Oh my god, look at how many people. Holy shit. No, you're not gonna pick that up. Oh yeah. No, I got the wrong guy. I should have gotten the guy with the armor. Oh wait, he didn't have armor. There's no armor, guys. I don't know what the hell that was. So please don't judge me. And I won't judge you, 'cause it can get ugly before it gets beautiful. So please don't judge me, and I won't judge you. And if you love me, then let it be beautiful. And let it be beautiful. Let it be beautiful. Let it be beautiful. Let it be beautiful. Who else is left? I guess that round was just me singing. You know what it is? This is for actually being obsessed with me, but trying to put me down. Because I'll tell you something, right? Bitches who jealous... Oh! Bitches who actually jealous of you admire you, but will try to put you down. Yeah. And I knew this bitch admired me. Oh my god, if this motherfucker don't shut the fuck up. I'll get to him in the end. Hold on. I will get to him in the end. I'm gonna take care of this armored motherfucker first. Okay? Bitches who admire you will be obsessed with you, and at the same time will try to put you down. Trust. Because this bitch did love me. You know what I'm saying? This bitch was obsessed with me. This bitch was fucking obsessed with me. You know what I'm saying? This bitch wanted this dick. Oh! This bitch wanted this dick so bad. She wanted this fucking mouth. She wanted every... I swear to God. Like, how you want me so bad, right? But you don't want me. Like, goddamn. Either want me and you can easily have me, or just get the fuck out of here, bitch. Why are we playing that game of like I want what I can't have? Like, you only want me when I'm with other people. And it's like, that's what happened, like, while we was not talking. Here's for only wanting me as bad as you did when I was with other people. Stupid bitch. I was seeing someone that was actually emotionally healthy for me and everything, and I stopped seeing her to pursue this bitch again the second time, like a dumbass. As soon as she found out, it's like, as soon as I told her, like, yeah, I'm seeing somebody else. Oh my God, that bitch lost her shit. That bitch lost her marbles. This is for being obsessed with me. It's actually a good thing, but like, why didn't you do anything about it though, bitch? Why? Like, for fuck's sake. You know what I'm saying? Like, and trust me, she showed me in full detail how badly she wanted me, how badly she was obsessed with me. She told me once, like, oh my God, you know, you should I really wish and hope you go for like a modeling agency or some shit, because she thinks I looks like a handsome model, which I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a handsome ass fucking model. You know what I'm saying? Sexy as fuck, know what I'm saying? She'd be like obsessing all over me, you know what I'm saying? And of course I obsessed over her too, like, cause you know, like, I was attracted to her at the time, but like, because it's funny just how badly you wanted me, but you treated me like dog shit. Why go through all that fucking pain? Why go through all that fucking trouble? Why just fuck you, bitch? Just why go through all that fucking trouble, bitch? Talking about some, oh my God, your body's so fine, and you know your shoulders, your arms, your muscles, and shit like that. Your muscles. This how that bitch treated me. Oh, it's like, your muscles so fine and shit. Like, you so sexy. You everything I've always ever wanted. I prayed to God for 6 years for a boyfriend like you and shit like that. And what did you do? Huh? What did you... That's what you did. That's what you did, bitch. You stabbed me in the back. Oh my God, no. Oh, hell no. Like, goddamn. Like, we could have been so great, and we was. But you had to go and sabotage it all, man. You just had to ruin a good thing.
You're going down.
You gangly, uncoordinated ass bitch. Yeah. I got that insult from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Have y'all ever watched that show? I think it's one of my favorite fucking shows of all time. It probably is my favorite show of all. How did he do that? How did he fucking do that? He was going this way, and then he just like, and then he's just like, bro. Just and there's two people with fucking shields over here, thinking they all that. The audacity. Oh my God, I thought he was gonna throw the crate. I'm just gonna restart. Actually, I'm gonna choose another place, cause this ain't working out. What I'm gonna choose? I did like this place a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I love this place. It's the Arkham. It's inside the. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Man, I want another energy drink. I wish energy drinks was as cheap as like pop soda, soft drinks like cola and Mountain Dew and shit. I'm just gonna play in this position right now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Me so horny. What the fuck? Oh, come on. No, we not gonna do that. Give me that fucking. Yeah, that's right. Electrocute your bum, your batty, your bunda. Just like that. Oh fuck, I'm so glad I fucking counted that. Oh yeah. This is for talking down on me. This is for being a sore loser. I'm the sore loser. Did that affect my health? It did. Oh my God. Should I restart? Nah. You're gonna keep going.
I don't have time for this.
I really
Let's
don't.
Make it.
This is for making me go all the way for you, bitch, and then withdrawing. That guy teleported so far. What the fuck just happened over there? Why did I freeze? This is for making me freeze. This is for making me cry. Say something. No. I want to talk to you. Come. Talk to me. Tell me why you did that. No. Wait. I just want to talk to this guy. Tell me why you did that. No. Tell me why you did that. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. Ow. I just want to talk. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where did that guy go? No, I want to find him. Where are you at? Ah, there he is. There he is. Yeah. Yeah. Talk. Let's talk. No, no, get back up. Get back up. I want to talk. Why'd you do that? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? No, no, no. Don't hit me. We're talking. We're having a conversation. No need to get violent. We're talking. You bitch ass motherfucker. Now you made me hit a fucking shield. Crazy how people be moving out here. You know what I'm saying? Why did I even... I'm going to have to restart this shit. Yes. I might just. Okay? That gonna look so crazy when it's edited. Just me following this dude like, talk. Yeah, I will actually let you talk. This Batman is different. Now talk, when I say now talk, it don't mean that you gonna be left on the ground with your head like 360 in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like 180 in the back, cracked and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you still alive. No. Now talk for me means you gonna talk while I prance around you and shit. This is a different Batman up in this bitch.
You're gonna die, Bat Freak.
Oh my god, what is happening here? Oh, I think more than the knife bitches, I fucking hate the electrocutioners, man. I fucking hate these bitches. I think I will try to get rid of them first. Oh my god, he really tried me. I think there's a weapons disarm attack. I really need to look up the controls again, because... Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Look at this bitch! I finally got to do this move. I finally got to do this move. I finally got to do this move! Woohoo! Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Fuck you. Fuck you. What? Who's left? Oh, yeah. Damn. He not getting up from that. There was many times, actually, I would be crying. My soul is pouring out. Like, everything in me is breaking. I'm having a panic attack. I'm actually having a breakdown, a panic attack. And this bitch is just silent on the call. Like a robot. A robot is better than that. Like, you can't even compare this bitch to a robot. She's just an emotionless, soulless piece of shit. Just sitting there. And she recognizes this. She's like, look at this. Like, I don't even know what to say to you. Like, I'm just so... Yes, you are, bitch. Like, you really need to go get checked. What the fuck is that? You need help. You got no emotions in that shit, bruh. Crazy. And I think that's one of the signs that I should have known that she didn't want my ass as bad. She just wanted the benefits. She just wanted the fruits. She wanted my fruit. She wanted my banana. She wanted my mouth. Oh! She wanted everything except the commitment. Even though I'm the best. Like, you really gonna get princess treatment. You gonna get godly treatment from me. But nah, you didn't want all that. You probably wanted someone toxic. Because that's how you've been raised. You toxic ass bitch. That's it. Sleep. Yeah. And this bitch, while we having important conversations. Here's to falling asleep when we having important conversations, bitch. Falling asleep. Falling asleep. Falling asleep. That's what we talking about here. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, I hate this fucking detective vision, bro. So annoying. Oh, I don't even know what's happening. I can't see. Oh my god, you're telling me I wouldn't have seen his fucking counter if I can't even. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all don't know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what I'm saying. This is for misconstruing. Oh, fuck you, bitch. This is for misconstruing my fucking words and putting words in my mouth. Crazy. This is for being ugly again. I'll tell you a specific fucking example of how this bitch misconstrued what I fucking said. Because you know when someone is guilty of something they did and, you know, you haven't, like, you know, it's not being addressed as much because they obviously don't want to address it, right? So this is the problem with not addressing the thing that someone has done to you, right? Let's just say I'm her for a second and I did something to me. I'm the bitch. I did something to Rayhan. Now, when I've done something to hurt Rayhan, right? Obviously, I want to move past it quickly and I don't want to talk about it, right? I've just kind of like dismissed it or deflected. What happens later is this. Now, Rayhan may have actually moved past it. Actually. But me being the bitch, I'm not over what I fucking did to Rayhan. I'm not over what I fucking did to Rayhan. Actually, now I'm processing it and now I'm realizing, oh, what I did was so fucking shitty. And you know what? I didn't even get a reaction from him barely. He didn't even tell me how hurt he was, nothing. Like, and I think someone feels even more guilty and it looms over their fucking head, like it haunts them even more and even worse when you don't even fucking address it. When you just like, yeah, you also slide past it. You're kind of like, yeah, you know what? It's not worth addressing with you. Yeah, that haunts a bitch even fucking more. When you don't address it at all, you're like, you know what? Whatever. I don't even give a shit. That's when it fucks them up even more. And that's when it starts showing up in other events as like insecurities and projection and shame and guilt. It comes out in bits and pieces every now and then. And I'm gonna give y'all an example of that, right? After she finally broke up with me, fuck that bitch for breaking up with me. Here's to you breaking up with me. Look at me. I got the sauce, motherfucker. After she broke up with me, I think we was having a conversation, and I think I just revealed to her that, like, you know what? I'm past it. I'm past the, not the grief of it all, but kind of like just the situation of like the breakup, how painful that was to go through. You know what I'm saying? I'm over it. Like, I'm unbothered. Like, the words I used was, I was unbothered by it. This motherfucker, right? All I said was I was unbothered by the situation. I didn't say anything else. I said I was unbothered. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all hearing me? I was unbothered by what? By what? I need y'all to say it with me. The situation. I was unbothered by the situation. Not her. Not anybody. Okay? Nobody. Right? I was just unbothered by the situation. Now, fuck you, bitch. Now, I was unbothered by the situation. That's what I said. Remember that, right? Remember that. Perfectly clear. Perfectly fucking clear. Here's what she says. That's a little too blunt. And she hated how blunt I was because, like, I'm a really blunt person. I just say it like it is. She hated that. Because, you know, her people-pleasing ass could never. I am. I'm just blunt. I just say it like it is. I calls it like I sees it. So, she was like, that was a little too blunt. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And she's like, oh, nothing. I'm like, okay, cool. And I didn't say anything. And then she started explaining herself. And she was like, it's not nice to say to somebody that you're bothered by their presence. When and where? Did I say that, bitch? Where? Show me where. Show me where I said that. And that is exactly what I said in response to her too. Because I was like, I just told her I was because again, like I said, like all our conversations, it was on text. So here's the perk. For the first time, it was actually a good thing that this conversation was on text, because all I said to her was like, scroll up. Scroll up. Show me where. Show me where I said that. Show me where I told you I was bothered by your fucking presence. Mind you, the day before that, and this is a couple days after the breakup. A day ago, fuck, I lost my combat. A day before. Oh my god, why does this keep happening? Fuck these people with shields, man. A day before this presence conversation shit, right? This bitch, like, knowing she just fucking broke up with me, she was like, hey, could I still call you at night? Like, can I? Oh my god, I almost got fucking annihilated. Oh, holy shit. So yeah. She had just broken up with me, mind you. But of course, the bitch doesn't want to lose access to me, right? Because she gets all her validation and attention from me, all the softness, all the love. Who would want to miss out on that? But this bitch is stupid as fuck. So she made her mistake of breaking up with me, right? And of course, you know, I think the stupid thing is, like, that is driven by so much fucking emotion, rather logic. And that's how you, oh my god, I lost everything. Because of you, bitch. Anyways, what I mean to say is, oh no, fuck you. So crazy, fuck you. If this how you gonna do it, crazy bitch, stupid bitch. Oh, y'all saw that? Oh no, y'all didn't see that. Y'all did not see that. Y'all saw that? I bet not. Oh, what am I doing? I have lost the plot with these hoes. All of y'all whores. Oh my god. What the fuck? Please tell me I beat my high score. I feel like I beat it. Still a good run though, actually. Pretty good run. I'm pretty proud of myself, actually. What was I talking about? You're saying you're bothered by my presence? Like, she said that. She's like, you're saying you're bothered by my presence? I'm like, what? Huh? This is another thing, right? It's like, this bitch, no matter what I did for her, would always project. I would prove her wrong. She was like, oh, I have a fear that you might do this to me, you might betray me, you might this. I never did any of those things to her. Instead, I did the opposite. I showed her how loyal I was and everything. And still, because you know, when someone is constantly fault finding and someone is looking for there to be a problem, they'll find it. Even if it isn't actually there, they'll just make it up in their fucking head. You will find something. Even if it's not actually proof, like, you will find something that will satisfy you, that will fit the narrative in your head. right? So this bitch, all she was doing was fault finding. Oh, let me see what I can find to like justify, and it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You have fears in your head, and instead of trying to overcome the fears, you're looking for proof that the fear in your head is right. Like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out my face with this pussy ass victim complex shit, you know what I'm saying? You're a professional victim. See, I was right. It's like, no, shut up. You live in a bubble. You live in a box. Yeah? Yeah, so somebody that is looking to be miserable all the fucking time will always remain miserable. You know what I'm saying? And so after the breakup, of course, she had lost all access to me. And even the letter that I wrote to her in the end was thanking her. And it was encouraging her for the decision she made. So I told her exactly what she fucking wanted to hear. There was no begging. There was no, oh my God, I'm so hurt, blah, blah, blah. I literally just wrote in the letter, you know what? Good call. You made the right call. Because I could never ever fucking done it. Perfect. The ball is in my court. Always. And the ball has always been in my court. Like, you're a piece of shit. The ball is in my court automatically. Yeah, so this is after the breakup. And now I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, this bitch shouldn't go now. Like, she should just get the fuck out of here, right? And so because of this inner guilt that she has, right? That like, yeah, I did him the worst. Like, I did him in the worst way. I did him so fucking dirty. And she knows that. And it's not being addressed in the moment. Look at what happened. After the breakup, I told her thank you for breaking up with me. I actually congratulated her. I told her, like, you know what? It's been a fun ride. You know what? Respect. Nobody has addressed how fucked up what happened was. Like nobody. I'm not gonna say it. And the fact that literally the day after I was relieved and I was celebrating and she found out, that made her feel like even more shit. And the thing is, I didn't do that to make her feel like shit. She just found out. I was genuinely relieved. I'll say even now, I was relieved, and I'm relieved even now. Fuck that bitch. So after that, right? She's like, yo, can I call you? And we usually, you know, like we called at night and stuff like that to talk and, you know, sleep on call and shit. And she was like, can I call you? I'm like, why? I said yes to it. Yes, we got on call and everything, and she needed me. She was being vulnerable and shit like that. But it's just like, in my head, I was kind of like, didn't you just break up with me? Like, aren't you? What the fuck is? Mind you, I'm telling y'all, like the day before. Ow, my back is itching. The day before this bothered by my presence conversation happened, right? Mind you, this call happened where I was there for her. It was kind of like a wholesome moment or whatever the fuck, right? So I was kind of picking up the emotional labor even during like the post breakup phase because she was in shambles and I kind of wasn't. So this time around, because I had more clarity and closure within myself and I was more secure, I left this time with relief instead of grief because I was already grieving the whole relationship. The grief part was done, okay? I'm not kidding you. The grief part was fucking done. I grieved and mourned and cried the whole relationship. I'm gonna cry now too? Y'all want me to suffer. That's what you... Yeah, so yeah, that's why I felt relief, right? And I think when she noticed that, I think she lost her shit because she was like, yo, what? Like, he seems to be fine. I'm like, I kind of am. Because I was like, I did everything. There's truly nothing I can do now. Like, I've made peace with it. Again, anyway, so the call happens. The next day, mind you, before the bothered by my presence conversation happens, right? She finally succeeded in her driver's test, right? She got her driver's license. Guess who she called? I don't know if I'm the first person she called, but I feel like I am. Because why are you calling your ex? Like, I get it. We was both hyped about it and everything. I get that. We have a history with that shit, but it's like, call your friends. Don't you have other people that can give you validation? Clearly fucking not. You don't have anybody in your fucking life who gives you validation and attention or anything. Like, no one gives a fuck about you. Like, this is one of those instances where I found out how much nobody in her life gives a fuck about her. Like, she's really an NPC. Like, she's just a nobody. Like, she goes out and she's just blending with the crowd. Like no, she does not stand out. No one gives a shit about this bitch. And it's sad. It's pathetic. It's tragic. You know what I'm saying? Like, her family don't. Like, her friends barely. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what happens when you don't let people get close to you. It's like, you're setting yourself up for failure. This is why people don't give a fuck about you, because it's like, you keep everybody at arm's length, you know? And the one person that did cross the barriers and did get close to you, treated them like shit. Now you have nobody. And I know what that's like because I have been that person in the past. I get what that's like. And it's the worst. Hell no. I want connection. I'm a human being, man. But yeah, so... And that's one of those instances where I found out, I was like, wow, you really did not have anybody else you could call until like I got my driver's license. Like, you really had to. Why me? We just broke up. Do you not think this is a bad idea? Like, what the fuck is this? No one has ever in your life given a shit about you the way that I have, and no one probably ever will. And I think that's why she probably was losing her marbles then. All the time she probably thought she was going to lose me, she lost her marbles. No one gives a shit about her like that. To the level that I did, I'm not kidding you, because her parents don't give a shit about her at all. They treat her like dog shit. I really was the only motherfucker in her whole life that cared about her to that degree. I can actually say this with full confidence. Nobody in her life has cared for her more than I have. Because what is the dating market filled with? More people like herself. Toxic, a little bit narcissistic, you know what I'm saying? Pieces of shit, you know, emotionally avoidant and shit like that. Oh, you're so motherfucked. The whole dating pool is filled with just toxic people now, including herself. You're fucked. And toxic people don't like other toxic people. Toxic people only get with, you know, people they can leech off of. People that are givers. And now a lot of good people are leaving the fucking dating pool and they're like, you know what? It's not worth it. They gonna have to get their act together, man. Shit, like, I'm telling y'all, ain't there like a loneliness epidemic going on? The reason is because the good motherfuckers are like, I'm backing out. I don't want the smoke. And all these toxic motherfuckers are like wandering around. They're like, shit, there's no one to fuck over. Like, there's no one to use. They gonna get their act together eventually. And if they don't, whatever, they gonna die alone. Don't give them a crumb. Please do not give them anything. Please let them die alone if they have to. You know what I'm saying? They deserve to. If they don't change and make the necessary changes, they deserve to die alone. Honestly, I said what I said. I'm brutal and honest about this shit. I'm very blunt and harsh with how I fucking convey this shit. I don't give a shit. Oh, my feelings. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings. Good luck to you, bitch. Trying to find a healthy relationship. If you haven't changed, you're not healthy yourself. So you're not going to attract anybody healthy. And even if you do, you'll probably drive them away. And she told me once, she was like, yo, I'm not someone who needs to constantly be worked on and like fixed and shit like that. I'm like, so she genuinely thinks she doesn't need to work on herself. She's not changing anytime soon. Or probably never. People like this, like I said, people like this are never fucking changing, right? So prove me wrong. I'm doing reverse psychology. Prove me wrong. Don't change. I digress a lot, man. ADHD be crazy. Undiagnosed. Yeah, so she calls me up because she passed her driving, she got her driver's license. And I was like, oh, yo, congratulations. And a couple days after, probably a day after that, we're having a conversation, right? And this bothered by my presence crap comes up. And I tell her, like, yeah, I'm kind of unbothered by the situation. And instead of just asking me, are you bothered by my presence? Like a normal fucking person. Like, instead of being vulnerable and actually putting herself out there and going like, hey, this is a insecurity or a question or a doubt that I have, and be open and actually be transparent about it and be like, hey, I have a feeling that maybe you're bothered by my presence. Are you? Instead of asking me that, you give me a subliminal, and instead you fucking put that on me and you project it on me. You're saying I'm doing something when I'm actually not, and you're putting words in my mouth. What the fuck is that all about? It's not nice to say to somebody that you're bothered by their presence. First of all, completely false statement. First of all, you pulling that out of your fucking ass. First of all, that is a dog shit false ass statement. It is actually good to tell somebody that you're bothered by their presence. If you're bothered by their presence, you should tell them instead of like leading them on or faking it in front of them and being a fake ass little bitch. Second, I never said that. So I told her to scroll up. Thank God this conversation is on text. Go up, scroll up. You know, you type this shit, I type this shit. Go look at what I fucking read. Read it again. I was like, did I say that? And she's like, no, but I'm like, but shut the fuck up. I didn't say that. And she's like, oh, but it's still not nice. I'm like, okay, but where did I say it? And she's like, no, but here I was replying to that. And then she started saying some bullshit. And I was kind of like, oh, I realized something. In that very fucking moment. The reason why I started over giving and over explaining and writing all these big paragraphs was because she would fucking act stupid like this. She would start literally warping my fucking reality and telling me like, oh no, it's actually like this, and I remember like this, and like she would have like really faded fucking memory, right? And she would remember only like specific things that was convenient for her, and she would forget everything else. I didn't know this. It's like a fucking tactic people do. It's like a selective memory bullshit, right? People do this and they warp your reality, and it makes you fucking over explain, overgive, and it completely drains and exhausts you mentally and emotionally. And in that very moment, I realized, because this was while we were like talking after the breakup, I was finally in my senses, right? There was no anxiety, there was nothing. And I was in my senses that like, I'm not gonna write any paragraphs now. Like, I don't have any reason to. So when I was finally in my senses and I saw that happening in real time, and I was about to, so I started doing this thing whenever I slip back into old patterns and cycles and shit, I see it for what it is, and I stop myself. I force myself. And I'm like, no, wait. You've done this before. This is toxic. Don't do this. Rehan, take a back seat. Take 5 seconds. Take 5. Time out. Know what I'm saying? And I would. And so I started doing that. That's a very healthy like thing that I started doing for myself, you know, to be better and to learn and grow and heal. You know what I'm saying? And to reflect on my shit. So I started doing really healthy shit for myself to really better myself. And this bitch was doing nothing. But anyway, to get back to the topic, right? So I saw that and I was very close to like, oh, you know, I was about to like start writing a paragraph. And then I was like, wait. Oh. I know why I do this now. It's because of this bitch. This bitch is literally provoking me, warping my fucking sense of reality, warping the actual truth and the reality of the situation. Because look at the text, look at the chat, right? I'm unbothered by the situation. Are you bothered by my presence? Either you're retarded or you are a manipulator. Either one. Either you're fucking retarded, you need to go to the fucking asylum, or you're just evil as fuck. You're trying to confuse me. You're trying to fuck me up. Which, of course, she did all the time. It was nothing new. I finally, in my senses, I clocked it in real fucking time. And I was like, oh, that's the magic of manipulation. You know, then you realize later when you process it, I see what's been happening all this time. It's not like I didn't see it before. I did. It's just that I looked past it. Because I'll tell y'all something. I invented this shit. Future's book, Why Women Deserve Less, the book of toxicity. I co-wrote that shit. I was once a very toxic fucking dude. You know, I was a player. I'm out the game now. I'm kind of back in the game now, but like, I mean, the streets is the easiest place to go back to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm back in the streets. I used to be out here. Toxic as fuck. Like I said, I co-wrote Future's Why Women Deserve Less book. I don't know if that book is actually his. I know all these tactics. Even initially when I was like blind over her and shit, right? And I didn't see a lot of shit coming. I saw all of that shit coming from a mile away. I invented this shit. I created the game. You really trying to pull a fast one on me? Fuck ass bitch. Trying to one up the creator. But the thing is, like, because I loved her, it blinded me. And even if I saw that shit coming from a mile away, I was like, so the thought process that went through my head was kind of like, I get where you're coming from. I get why you're doing this. And so I will give you grace. And that fucked me up. Because it worked. Because even letting it slide and knowing what's happening means the manipulation has worked to some degree. If you let it slide, the manipulation has worked. It doesn't matter if you know what happened, if you saw it from a mile away or whatever the fuck. If you let it slide and they got what they wanted anyway, no matter how self-aware you are, the manipulation worked. They won. Stupid bitch. It's like so in that moment was when I finally had full-on clarity. It's like I had enlightenment. It was like I was like Gojo from, you know, season 2. You know what I'm saying? The hidden inventory arc. He was like flying in the air and he's like enlightened and shit. You know, I alone am the honored one. Like, I felt like that in that moment, right? I saw that shit. I kept my phone down. I was kind of like, oh, I see what's happening. This is what she does all the time. She literally warps reality and changes like the story. And she does this even though she knows what the fucking truth is. Like, she's not stupid. I need y'all to stop thinking people are stupid. Like, please. You're the stupid one for thinking they're stupid, actually. You're the stupid one. That's why they keep fooling you. You're actually the idiot in the scenario, not them. Because they know exactly what they's doing, bruh. The only thing that makes them stupid is that they're fumbling someone so amazing that will go to lengths for them to, you know, love them and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's where they're the idiot. But yeah, it's just like, I saw that. I kept my phone down. I was like, this is what makes me over-explain every time. This is what happens every time. That's why I read paragraphs on paragraphs on paragraphs. Oh my God. And then I stopped and I actually applied because, you know, therapy and like all this self-love and like, you know, healing and shit, it's not going to work if you don't apply it in real time and practice it in your real life. Like, you have to have real life applications for it to actually be stemmed. And like, if you have more practice with it is when you will be more used to healthy behavior, is when you're able to recognize unhealthy and like take yourself out of the equation. And when you're able to recognize healthy and be able to receive it and give it back too, is when your practice is paying off. But you have to start practicing it at least. Like I said, one thing I started doing was take a pause, take a breather. Anything that is not urgent enough, like at least like a fucking text, right? Take a pause. It doesn't have to be replied to right away. Take a pause. Think about it. Apply everything, your logic, your brain, everything. Just apply everything and come to a final conclusion after the board of directors in your head, in your body, like the council members of your body have decided, okay, this is the final answer. Don't listen to what your chest, your anxiety is telling you, because fuck no. No. So that's what I did. And then I applied it in real time. I'm not going to over-explain. I'm going to keep it short and simple and clock this bitch. I just went up and I replied to my message from the past and I like from up there. I just replied to it and I was like, look, this is the one where I said. And she's like, oh yeah, shit. Then she really accepted it and she was like, oh, my bad. You know, I read too much into it. Because before that, she was fighting. She was throwing fighting words. You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh my God, no, but I didn't. Right? And I was like, no, bitch, you said this. I said that. Look. And she's like, oh yeah, shit, my bad. You see what I'm saying? And these people will act stupid. Like, no, I really didn't know. Fuck off. You just did a master's degree in psychology. You think I'm fucking stupid? You think I think you're fucking stupid? Well, then you are. Bitch, get the fuck off my face. Play with somebody else. I'm sorry. What the hell is this shit? Retarded. is what it is. Crazy. As soon as I saw that, I got the ick. And there were so many times I finally reached the phase where I was getting the ick from everything now. And I was like, oh, this, ooh. I was not looking at it from the lens of like, this is my girlfriend. I was looking at it from the lens of like, this is my ex. Like, so many times she also told me like, you know what, if I were you, I'd hate me. She's like, why don't you hate me? And I think that's what pissed her off. I think that's what made her resent me so much, is that no matter what, I never hated her. Because logically, it makes sense to hate someone like that. Someone that did you that dirty, because she knows how dirty she did me. We both know at this point, right? It's clear, it's established, right? It's not like we both are hiding, like beating around the bush. So I think she was mad about that most of the time. I think she resented me for that. Like how can you not hate me? Because she even said it so many times. And I was like, I don't know. Like, you want me to fucking hate you? Shit. To carry that kind of negative energy in my heart for somebody, don't take this video, like all this shit that I'm saying as like, this is hateful or some shit. No, like, this is just me being petty and shit. Like, I'm not really, and this is just me expressing my fucking experience. Like, I'm just a very expressive guy, and like, I make jokes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm playful with my words. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like that. This is just my personality. This is just how I share experiences and stories in my life. You know, it gets pretty funky up in here. You know what I'm saying? A little razzle dazzle. Know what I'm saying? That's why. But there's no hate. Like, yes, it is fuck this bitch for what she did, but that's just facts. It's not like a hateful thing to say that. It's kind of just like, yeah, fuck you for what you did. I don't hate you. Like, it takes energy to hate. I don't hate you, bitch. Please. I would hate you if I was Bruce Wayne and you killed my parents. That's the only way I would hate you. Like, what the fuck? Crazy, you know what I'm saying? Life, you know, life. This is life. Life is very, very funny. Whee! Y'all see how I don't have any headphones or anything? Because guess what? This mic, right? It's a condenser mic. So it only picks up sound from one side and not like all around. Ooh, fuck. Damn, I almost lost the plot there. So it only picks up sound like this, like from here, from the front. So don't pick up sound like this. Like, it's not omnidirectional. I went to audio school, so I learned all about mics and shit. I know all the equipment that I'm using, like all the technicals of it, right? Yeah, so the mic is like facing this only. So this is why it's not picking up the speakers in the back at all. How fucking cool is that? That's not cool. That's not cool at all, bitch. You saw how far that guy went? You saw how far he went. No. And for that, and just for that, and just for that, that's what you get. Fuck you. Yes! I got to do that move again. Like, the last thing I want to touch on is like, I keep saying that. The last thing I want to touch on. The last thing I want to touch on is like, motherfuckers that suppress their shame, guilt, all of that shit and don't face it. It comes out in tidbits. It comes out in bits and pieces in other conversations. Like, you probably not even addressing that situation or whatever the fuck, right? But because in their head, they have it, it lives rent free because they haven't addressed it, they haven't faced it or reflected on it. They think you talking about that probably. Because it's constantly in their head. Like, they haven't faced it. This is why I think like, communication is so fucking important. Like, transparency is so important. Facing your shit, being vulnerable and opening up is so fucking important, because if you don't, it starts getting projected into places where it doesn't even fucking belong. And that's what I mean by the bothered by my presence crap. Because I was like, I never said that. Where did you get this from? 2 days prior to you telling me that, like, you questioning if I'm bothered by your presence, I got on a call with you. I was there for you. I picked up your call and I told you congratulations for getting your fucking driver's license. How do you look at that and think to yourself, yeah, he's bothered by my presence? If I was so bothered by your fucking presence, would I pick up your call twice after the breakup? You see what I'm saying? So motherfuckers that live in guilt, like not addressing any of the fucking shit that they did or whatever the fuck, that guilt is gonna eat them alive. It's so miserable to fucking live like that, because constantly you're always thinking like, oh, that person probably hates me. They don't, but they also are not very fond of you either, because you haven't repaired the damage. You kind of just like made a mess and left. And you know that. They know what they did is inappropriate or it's hurtful and is damaging and shit like that. But since they don't have the tools or whatever it is, like, since they're so fucking incapable of repairing and like actually being there emotionally and fixing shit and helping out, because they can't do either or, they just sit there and they feel miserable for themselves and they just pity themselves. And then they start projecting it, because at the back of their head that it's always living in their fucking head that like, I know I did that to you and we haven't addressed it. We haven't talked about it. I haven't actually properly apologized to you for it. I haven't made up for it by changing my behavior or anything like that. If you don't change your behavior or make up for it or make amends and actually properly mean your apology, like actually have weight to your apology, apologize with intention of change, and you actually do change. If you don't do that, that guilt, if I bring up the past with you or not, that guilt is going to live in your head either way. And that's the truth of it. I know that because in the past I've made mistakes, and I've probably addressed it like that too. Like I've approached it like that too, by not approaching it. This kind of attachment is not actually attachment, it's detachment is what it is. It's not a style of it. Like they say, like avoiding it. Like it's like, no, it's a detachment. You're not connecting. You're running away from it. You're running away from connection. Menaces to society, that's what I said, right? It's just like that guilt will eat you alive. And the best way to find out is to not address it. Like when they do it, just kind of like glance over it, be like, okay, cool, whatever. And that will eat them up alive because they know what they fucking did. They chose to do it. And that's what it was. There was clearly fucking proof right there that I'm not bothered by this bitch's presence. Please, I told her, if you ever need me, please call me. I want to be there for you, right? And then she's like, why would you tell me you're bothered by my presence? I'm like, I'm asking myself the same question. Why would I tell you that? Because I didn't tell you that. I was actually, when I first saw that text, I laughed. I'm like, I didn't know how to fucking react to that shit. I looked at it and I was like, what is this? I just started laughing. I started cackling, bro. I was like, is this bitch serious? Did you just make that out of thin air? Where is this coming from? You're bothered by my presence. Who told you that? Because obviously she knows what she did was fucking messed up on such a degree. In her head, she's thinking to herself, like, there is no way he's moving past this the way he is. In her head, she can't believe that, like, I'm actually, like, regulated and I'm not losing my shit and I'm taking this pretty, like a healthy, mature, secure person. Like, it's not clocking in her fucking head that, like, how is he not losing his marbles? Like, oh, that means you don't care about me. Because if it's not destroying your peace that I did this to you, that means you don't give a fuck. And now, like, oh shit, I have the upper hand. You never gave a fuck. It's like, no, bitch. That's what makes me pose the question. It's like, if you say something like that to somebody, like, oh, that means you don't care about me. Did you want me to be miserable? That's such a moment of exposure right there. It's kind of just like, you just got exposed. Because I've had people, not just this bitch, tell me like, oh, you know, this thing happened that I did to you. Like, you really didn't seem fazed by it. I'm like, did you want me to be? That proves a lot of things. 1, they knew what they was doing. 2, they wanted to get a reaction out of you. 3, they didn't give a fuck. That's why they accent you, because they didn't get the reaction they wanted. You're not in shambles like you should be, apparently. So they're confused now. They're like, wait, I did this horrible fucking thing to you and you're fine? And for these kinds of people, the only proof that you care about them, that you can show them, is in like toxic ways, if there's a lack thereof. And there's only words. Like, if I told you, like, if you a messed up toxic bitch, right, and if your version of love is to be earned and shit like that, right, if I genuinely fully show you that I care with my actions, you never gonna believe it. Heed my warning. A bitch that is emotionally unavailable will never clock in the care that you are showing her or him. You could do anything, everything. You could bring them down a piece of the moon and they'll still the next day be like, oh, so you don't care. I'm not kidding. This is a real thing. You could buy them a jet plane. You could take them to Cancun. Motherfucker, you could die on the battlefield for this bitch. And they'll still be like, oh, but you know, something is something. So I don't know if he does care. That's what I'm saying. These bitches is fault-finding bitches. You know what I'm saying? They'll find something because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's kind of like masochistic in a way, because it's like you want to find out that they don't care. What? You want proof of the lack thereof? You crazy bitch. And you know who's successful? You know who successfully pulls, the kind of person that successfully pulls bitches like this is the toxic kind. Is the person who will tell them that they care. That's it. Full stop. Period. Point blank. Period. That's it. We'll just tell them that they care. Oh, you don't believe me? I do care about you. How dare you think I don't care about you? And they'll bring up the bare minimum. Oh, I drove to your place the other day. I wouldn't do that if I didn't care about you, right? They'll bring up the bare minimum. I took you out on a date. Would a person who doesn't care about you do that for you? What? And for these bitches, for these emotional unavailable bitches, that's what they need. That's what they want. It's not healthy at all. Fuck. Because it's familiar, right? That's what they grew up with. They need somebody to just shit in their fucking face. Because that's what they've known. If you give them healthy, they'll treat you like how they got treated. It's a cycle. And that's how this bitch is. She was always stunned whenever I was able to move past something and genuinely be cool. That's a sign of a healthy person. That's a sign of a psychologically healthy and mature person. You're able to work through painful emotions and actually face them instead of running away from it, suppressing it, repressing it, or pushing them down and never facing them. A sign of a psychologically healthy person is you're able to face head on the painful emotions, you know, and work past them and actually learn and grow from them, which I can do. I can say that with confidence. I can fucking do that. I don't run away from my fucking emotions. I don't distract myself from it. And this bitch wasn't any of that shit. Just fully unavailable. Not even just emotionally, just as a person unavailable. Anyway, yeah.